Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I'm Naresh Mago with the midday news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India and UAE will keep working closely to further global good, says bond between India and France transcends time. IMD predicts heavy rains in Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh today. Centre reduces price of tomatoes to 80 rupees per kilogram at sale points in several states. Third G20 finance ministers and central bank governors meeting to begin at Gandhinagar tomorrow. First ODI of the three-match women's cricket series between India and Bangladesh underway in Mirpur, Bangladesh, and in Wimbledon Men's singles final, Carlos Alcaraz to take on Novak Djokovic this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that India and the United Arab Emirates UAE will keep working closely to further global good. The Prime Minister stated this in a tweet and also shared a video of his visit to the UAE that concluded yesterday. Responding to President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan's comments over India's successful launch of Chandrayaan-3, Mr. Modi thanked him and said the success of Chandrayaan augurs well for the entire humanity. A joint statement issued after the meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President of the UAE Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan yesterday said that the two leaders expressed satisfaction over the tremendous progress in the UAE-India relations on all fronts. Bilateral trade rose to $85 billion in 2022, making the UAE India's third largest trading partner for the year 2022-23 and India's second largest export destination. India is the UAE's second largest trading partner. Prime Minister Modi also thanked the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, and said that the bond between India and France transcends time, echoing in their shared values and kindling their collective dreams of both countries. Mr. Modi also retweeted the video of the President of France and said he will always cherish his recent visit to France. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri today said that India and France are celebrating 25 years of strategic partnership, and this is built on the strong grounds of liberty, democracy and reinforcement. Addressing a press conference at party headquarters in New Delhi, Mr. Puri said in the future, India and France will extend their groundbreaking defence cooperation to advance aeronautical technologies by supporting the joint development of a combat aircraft engine.
Future, India and France will extend their groundbreaking defense cooperation in advanced aeronautical technologies by supporting the joint development of a combat aircraft engine. They also supported industrial cooperation for motorization of heavy lift helicopters under the Indian multi-role helicopter program with Safran helicopter engine France. So these are just some examples, right from people to people, defense, space. Now these agreements are very many, and I think the time we have at disposal is not that much.
The Union Minister said Mr. Modi is the first Indian Prime Minister to be bestowed the highest French award, the Grand Cross of the Légion d'Honneur. The India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast that widespread rainfall with isolated heavy rainfall is likely to continue in northwest India, including over Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and East Rajasthan during the next 3 days. The Met Department has issued an orange alert for today in Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh. For central India, it has predicted isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall over East Madhya Pradesh for 2 days and for tomorrow in Chhattisgarh. For West India, the IMD has forecast isolated heavy rainfall over Konkan and Goa, Ghats areas of Madhya Maharashtra during the next 5 days and in Gujarat on the 18th and 19th of July. In South India, light to moderate rainfall is expected over coastal Karnataka and Telangana from today to the 20th of July and over coastal Andhra Pradesh, Kerala and Mahe and interior Karnataka from the 18th to 20th July. We spoke to Senior Scientist IMD R.K. Jenamani for more details.
Heavy rainfall warning mainly Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and Odisha, and this is orange color alert, whereas for Himachal Pradesh it is only isolated heavy and it is yellow color. Delhi has also received a light rainfall and moderate rainfall one station, and rainfall is up to 12 millimeter, 15 millimeter like that. And then past 24 hours we have Odisha heavy to very heavy, and also Madhya Pradesh, Odisha 120-130 millimeter rain has been reported, and Odisha is mainly in the orange color alert.
In Bihar, a flood-like situation is prevailing in several parts of the Araria district due to incessant rain and the rise in the water level of Nepal-originated rivers. The rain-fed rivers like Bakra, Nuna, Ratwa, Parman and Bhalui have wreaked havoc, damaging embankments, roads and diversions in Palasi, Kursakanta, Sikti and Jokihat blocks in the Araria district. Many a village is submerged due to the damage to the Araria-Pipra embankment in Sikti block. In the Jokihat block, a large section of the diversion was swept away on NH 327E. The Met Department has sounded a yellow alert of rainfall and thunderstorms in the northwest, north central and southern parts of the state for the next 24 hours. To provide relief to the consumers amid high prices of tomatoes, the centre has further decided to reduce the selling price of the kitchen staple from the concessional rate of 90 rupees to 80 rupees per kilogram. The Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution in a statement said that after a reassessment of the situation from across 500 plus points in the country, it has been decided to sell tomatoes at 80 rupees per kilogram from today. The ministry added the sales of tomatoes started today at several points each in Delhi, Noida, Lucknow, Kanpur, Varanasi, Patna, Muzaffarpur and Ara through NAFED and NCCF. It will be expanded to more cities from tomorrow, depending upon the prevailing market prices at such locations. He said the wholesale price of tomatoes has decreased after the government's intervention, and the Government of India is committed to providing relief to the consumers. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. On the sidelines of the third G20 Finance Ministers and Central Bank Governors FMCBG meeting, a series of side events are being organized today at Gift City in Gandhinagar. Addressing the inaugural session of the Infrastructure Investment Dialogue being organized at Gift City, Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel said economic growth and investment opportunities can be better achieved only through environmental sustainability and social progress. Mr. Patel said entrepreneurship, prudent financial management, skilled workforce and favorable business environment are in the foundation of Gujarat's 2 decades journey of development. Mr. Patel also invited the G20 representatives from India and abroad, as well as leaders of the banking and financial sector, to participate in the Vibrant Summit 2024. The 2-day FMCBG meeting will begin tomorrow in Gandhinagar. A report from our correspondent.
On the sidelines of the third G20 Finance Ministers and Central Bank Governors FMCBG meeting, a G20 workshop on interlinking of fast payment systems to enhance cross-border payments was organized in the presence of Deputy Governor of Bank of England John Cunliffe in the morning. In the afternoon, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will participate in an investor dialogue roundtable and a tax symposium. She will also engage in bilateral engagements with countries including Canada, Indonesia and USA. The 2-day FMCBG meeting will begin in Gandhinagar from tomorrow. Aparna Khun, Akashvani News, Gandhinagar.
Secretary, Department of Economic Affairs Ajay Seth said during the side events, international representatives will deliberate upon various issues including taxation, financing cities and crypto assets. The Indian Space Research Organization has successfully raised the orbit of the Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft yesterday. In this first orbit-raising maneuver through earthbound firing, the spacecraft was placed in 41,782 into 173 kilometers orbit. It means that the Chandrayaan-3 is now rotating the Earth in an orbit which is the closest to Earth at 173 kilometers and farthest from it at 41,782 kilometers. ISRO sources said the spacecraft's health is normal. During its 42-day journey to the Moon, the 3 other orbit-raising maneuvers around Earth are planned on 18th, 20th and 25th July. The spacecraft will move towards the Moon on the intervening night of the 31st of July and the 1st of August, when the earthbound maneuvers will end and translunar insertion will take place. The spacecraft will be captured by the moon, and the propulsion module will go around the moon in a 100-kilometer lunar orbit. The soft landing of the lander and the rollout of the rover will happen on the 23rd of August at 5:47 p.m. When successful, India will be the fourth country in the world to achieve the feat, following the USSR, the US and China. Prime Minister Narendra Modi thanked Prime Minister of Bhutan, Lothe Tshering, for his wishes on the successful launch of ISRO's ambitious Chandrayaan-3 mission. The success of Chandrayaan augurs well for the entire humanity, said Prime Minister Modi in a reply to a tweet by the Prime Minister of Bhutan. Yesterday, the Prime Minister of Bhutan congratulated India for the successful launch of Chandrayaan-3 and said in a tweet, "I rejoice with ISRO and Prime Minister Modi for the successful launch of Chandrayaan-3. President Draupadi Murmu will present the Bhumi Samman 2023 on Tuesday at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. The Bhumi Samman will be presented to 9 state secretaries and 68 district collectors along with their teams. They have excelled in achieving saturation of the core components of Digital India Land Records Modernization Program, DILRMP, which is the core of governance. The Suheldev Bharatiya Samaj Party SBSP, led by O.P. Rajbhar, has rejoined the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance. Party Chief Rajbhar, a former ally of Samajwadi Party, met Union Home Minister Amit Shah in New Delhi. After joining the NDA, he thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath.
दोनों दल के मिलने से पूरे प्रदेश में एक बड़ी ताकत पैदा होगी। जो लक्ष्य है देश के प्रधानमंत्री की गरीबों का उत्थान, कमजोरों का उत्थान, पिछड़े दलित अल्पसंख्यक का उत्थान, जो उनकी सोच है उस सोच को आगे बढ़ाने में बड़ी मदद मिलेगी। हम देश के प्रधानमंत्री, गृह मंत्री और उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री को धन्यवाद देता हूं।
Mr. Shah, in a tweet, welcomed Mr. Rajbhar to the NDA family. Mr. Shah said the entry of Rajbhar will strengthen the NDA in Uttar Pradesh. In Uttar Pradesh, 6 Kanwadias were electrocuted to death, while 6 others were injured in the Meerut district. The condition of 3 others was said to be critical. According to officials, the incident took place in Bhawanpur's Rali Chauhan village in Meerut district when the vehicle of Kanwadias came in contact with a low-hanging high-tension power line. In women's cricket, Bangladesh has set a target of 153 runs against India in the first one-day international match of the 3-match series at Sher-e-Bangla Stadium in Mirpur today. Batting first, Bangladesh scored 152 in 43 overs. Due to rain, the number of overs was reduced to 44 overs aside. For India, Amanjot Kaur claimed 4 wickets. Earlier, Indian skipper Harmanpreet Kaur won the toss and opted to bowl first. Earlier this week, Indian women won the T20 series 2-1 against Bangladesh. In Wimbledon, Spanish top seed Carlos Alcaraz will meet Serbian second seed Novak Djokovic in the men's singles final this evening. In women's doubles, the pair of Si Su Wei of Taiwan and Barbora Strikova of Czech Republic will face the pair of Sara Sorribes Tormo of Spain and Laura Natalie Siegmund of Germany in the finals. In Bangkok, the Indian 4x400 meter mixed relay team bagged the gold medal yesterday at the Asian Athletics Championship 2023. The relay team of Rajesh Ramesh, Aishwarya Mishra, Amod Jacob and Subha Venkatesan broke the national record and made the new record of 3 minutes 14.7 seconds. The old mark was 3 minutes 15.71 seconds set at the 2018 Asian Games. In the high jump, India's Sarvesh A. Kushare won the silver as he cleared the bar at 2.26 meters. The 5-day event started on the 12th of July and will conclude today in Bangkok. In the medals tally, India stands third with 14 medals behind Japan and China. So far, India won 6 gold, 4 silver and 4 bronze. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India and UAE will keep working closely to further global good. Says bond between India and France transcends time. IMD predicts heavy rains in Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh today. Centre reduces price of tomatoes to 80 rupees per kilogram at sale points in several states. Third G20 finance ministers and central bank governors meeting to begin in Gandhinagar tomorrow. First ODI of the 3-match women's cricket series between India and Bangladesh underway in Mirpur, Bangladesh. And in Wimbledon Men singles final, Carlos Alcaraz to take on Novak Djokovic this evening. And with that, we end the midday news.